Hi there, Pastor Bay here. I'm just coming to you in the midst of this coronavirus. I want to keep feeding you guys somehow, spiritually, as you're spending your days at home and possibly with kids and all that. And so today we're going to do a devotional with the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube is a pretty awesome little thing because if you look at it, it's kind of like in the beginning. In the beginning, at Genesis, God created, and He looked down and He said, "It is good. It is good." And if you see, everything's good, right? They all match up. They're all good. But then, like, one choice after another, one decision to turn away and not do what is good or set out for us by God, it starts to get a little bit jumbled. It starts to get a little bit messed up. And eventually, we could sit here, we could try to get it back together. Doing it on our own, sometimes it's hard, but God gives us a roadmap so that we don't have to do it on our own. God gives us a roadmap. So the first thing that we're going to do, people always ask me, well, how do you solve the Rubik's Cube? Well, it's pretty easy. The first thing you need to do is you need to look for Christ. We're going to look for a white cross, okay? You want to make sure the sides are matched up too. Like the orange will go with orange, the white will go with white, green and white. And so we're going to make a white cross on here. So let's see here. I got one more to go. Now I need the blue one. There. So we have the white cross. See? So we found Jesus. That's the first step in getting things to go back to the way that they're supposed to be, is you got to find Jesus. And you realize that Jesus' sacrifice, it was enough for the whole world. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to cover this entire face. Act like this is the face of the earth, and we're going to cover that, or Christ is going to cover that, so it'll all look like Him. Let's see here, red and green. So there we go. Orange and green. There we go. Blue and orange. There we go. Red and blue. There we go. So now it's all covered. Okay, the love of Christ is for all. So now what we need to do as followers of Christ is we need to reflect Christ. So we're going to try and find a yellow cross here, so that way we can reflect Christ. Well, actually, no. Because even before that, we need to realize that we are all in this at level ground. It's like, I'm not better than you, you're not better than me. No Christian, just because they've been around longer, are better than anyone. We're all in level ground. So let's get this to level ground before we even find that yellow cross. So let's realize that we are all on level ground. Because right now it's still all messed up. As long as we don't think that we're all in this as equals. Let's see here. Keep going. One more. That one. Green and red. There. We're all on level ground. See? Whoa. We're getting there. The rest is all jumbled. Like I said, we need to reflect Christ. So let's do that now. Let's find this yellow cross. Hey, that works for me. There's a cross in there. We already started covering the face, right? So we have the yellow cross so we can imitate Christ, so we can show Christ to the world. Let's realize that that is for all. Let's finish filling that that face, so that way we truly reflect the love of Christ for the world by showing it to all. Now we just have a little bit left to do. Actually, we're done. And so by following the roadmap, by following Christ, that which was all messed up, one bad choice after another, it gets back to how God said when He looked down and said, "This is my creation. It is good." I pray that this little devotional today was beneficial for you, maybe eye-opening. Maybe it'll make you want to get a Rubik's Cube, learn how to do it. But beyond that, I pray that if you do learn how to do the Rubik's Cube, that you remember that God is constantly at work, setting it back. God is working to bring about a recreation in His creation. God bless. Have a great day.